Welcome back to the Washington State Dynasty. We are on the road for the second week in a row as we will take on the Arizona Wildcats. Last week we lost in a top 10 matchup and since have dropped to number 13 in the polls. It was a tough loss to Southern Cal, but they're one of the best teams in the entire country. So it's a game that you can't expect to win all of the games, especially at this point when our team is not quite up to the elite level quite yet. But this is a game that we have got to win. We need to bounce back and get off to a good start as Tony Gaines will try and take us to this next level and the game against Arizona. Avery Burgess gets the carry and he will go right up the middle, and that's a face mask, so we'll tack on some extra yardage. A 4-wide set, Avery Burgess on the carry. He'll go up the middle and we're already into Wildcat territory after only 2 plays. 3rd down and 2. Burgess will attempt to break it outside and he'll get to the 41-yard line and picks up the 1st down. Dave Robinson in the game, he'll get it on a little swing pass and he maybe got a yard, not much there. A 3-wide set along with a split backfield, and down goes Tony Gaines. He was sacked a lot last week and we cannot have him getting sacked as much this week as we were forced to punt it away, not in field goal range. Jared Wilcox, the 5th-year senior, will be starting with Brandon Dawkins out with an injury. He is a good player, not much of a runner though, which is something surprising for this Arizona offense, as they're one of the best running teams in the entire country, and a lot of that has to do with the running ability of their quarterback, Brandon Dawkins. We'll take back over now, 3rd down and 11, and Marcus Stanford has nowhere to go, maybe picks up 2 yards, and we're forced to punt at 3 and out. We'll bring a heavy blitz on 1st down, and the counter play works perfectly as Jacobs gets outside, and that's a 9-yard gain. Joey Clark in on the tackle. Wilcox now running, showing off some nice ability, breaks 1 tackle of Jesse Shaw and is brought down after 6. 1st down and 10, another counter play for Jacobs. He has a lot of green ahead of him, but he is brought down, a gain of 13, and that's another Arizona 1st down. Trips to the left on 1st and 10, and what a block! Jacobs under the open field once again, and he's hit down hard by Suleiman Hamid. A 3-wide set, and Wilcox maybe a botched handoff, and he'll lose 5 yards, a big loss. Empty set now for Wilcox. He will go to the air, a throw to the outside, and a perfect throw for Robertson right along the sideline. Sticking with the empty set, Wilcox will throw it to Gray this time. He gets a block, and he'll break 1 tackle, and he's shoved out of bounds at the 6-yard line by Marcel Stewart. A good drive by Arizona. Now Jacobs on the carry. He's into the end zone. Arizona with an early 7-0 lead. They have one of the best rush offenses in the entire country, number 2, but they also have one of the worst defenses, and that's where we're going to have to capitalize. Tony Gaines takes a hard hit, should have pitched the ball. Instead, it's now 2nd down and 12. From the split shotgun, Peyton Bender in the game as Tony Gaines was shaken up on that last play. Throws across the field and finds Robert Lundy. We'll have to see the status of Tony Gaines moving forward. Bender gets it, and another face mask. Arizona's defense being very undisciplined so far in this game, as that's already their 2nd only in the 1st quarter. A 4-wide set for the 5th-year senior Bender, and he'll lose it. He's sacked. The ball comes out. Tolbert has it, and Arizona has the ball once again, trying to tack on some more points. Wilcox will keep it. He's actually showing off some nice ability as a runner so far. Has definitely had a lot of greatness. Our defense is not really respecting him right now as that type of runner. He'll keep it on the read option. He's got a lot of room, and he's hit down hard. We might actually have to start playing him on these runs if we're going to continue to stay in this game. Jacobs has it. He's inside of the red zone. Arizona already nearing 100 yards rushing, and we're still in the 1st quarter. The give goes to Miles, who came in motion from the slot, and he gets 5 yards. 2nd down and 5. We'll bring 5, and Wilcox is brought down. The pressure will get there. He's sacked, a loss of 7. Greg Hoyt in on the sack. 3rd down and 12 as we're now in the 2nd quarter. Jacobs gets it on the screen pass, and a big play in the backfield. Guess who it is? All-American Greg Hoyt. Arizona will tack on the field goal. Bender still in the game as Tony Gaines has been taken to the locker room, still being examined, and we'll get an update pretty soon on his status for the rest of the day. Marcus Stanford gets the pass outside, and he maybe picks up 2 yards, so gets to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 10 for Bender. A 5-wide set, and Zaire Andre can't hang on to the pass. It was a tight window, but that's a catch you have to make. 1st down and 10 for Wilcox. He's got it. He'll break 1 tackle, trying to fight forward, and he's down on top of the midfield logo at the 50-yard line. Second down and 5, a sweep to the outside for Jacobs. He'll go backwards, and he's down after a loss of 1. Third down and 6. Wilcox to the outside. He's got a man, and once again a perfect throw as he finds his tight end. Wilcox to the air. They are trusting their 5th-year senior quarterback to really take the reins of this offense and make plays. So third down and 11, and it's Hoyd in the backfield once again. His 3rd tackle for loss in this first half. Arizona will score another field goal, and so now the kickoff is away to Marcus Stanford. He'll take it from his own goal line. He's got some blockers. He's got some room. He's past the 50. A lot of speed coming at him, and he is out of bounds at the 12-yard line, but picks up 87 yards, and we're in great position to score. A throw to the end zone. It's intercepted. The worst possible thing that could happen. Intended for Robert Lundy. Nowhere close, and Arizona will take over. A huge missed opportunity for Washington State, and it turns into a big play for Arizona as Wilcox will get to the 43-yard line. Now, keeping it on the read option, Wilcox, he breaks one tackle and is brought down from behind by Marcel Stewart. H-back is McCoy. The give goes to Hines, and he's met in the backfield. Arizona probably been much more productive with Wilcox as a runner than any of their actual running backs. Hines will get it on a catch out of the backfield, and he's to the 35-yard line on a gain of 8. 3 wide set. Read option, and a big play by Daryl King. A loss of 1, and now Arizona will try a long field goal about 53 yards. The kick is away, and it is drilled. A great kick by Arizona, who now have a 16-0 lead. Peyton Bender is still in the game. We have the ruling on Tony Gaines. He has a concussion and is out for the rest of today. So Peyton Bender and Curtis Broussard will be given the chance to show what they can do as Avery Burgess picks up 14 yards on that run. An empty backfield for Bender would be big to get points before the end of the half. And no, Peyton Bender now 1 for 5. And we're forced to punt, so Arizona actually has a chance to put some points on the board. And it's nearly intercepted by Hercules Mataafa. That would have been a huge play going back to a screen pass. Mataafa can't get him. Jacobs is brought down short of the first down line, and we will have one more shot. Third down and 6, 18 seconds to go. And Peyton Bender had Richie Wiley, and he would have had a lot of room to run, but not even close. So we will head into halftime down 16-0. Have got to play better in the second half. Arizona deferred to start the game, so they will get the ball. And Jacobs is met in the backfield. That time a loss of 4, a huge stop. Wilcox will go to the air trying for another screen pass as Jacobs has it, and he is short of the first down line by 2 yards, so Arizona is forced to punt. And we have a surprise. Curtis Broussard, the redshirt sophomore quarterback, is onto the field, and he has been given a chance to see what he can do in this second half, as it is now third down and 2. Avery Burgess has a 5-yard run. From the pistol, Broussard will go to the air. He's a little more mobile than Peyton Bender is, and he shows it off here as he gets to the 50-yard line. Our offense may be starting to put something together. A 4 wide set. Corey Washington on the carry. He's got a first down on a gain of 12, so maybe our offense is starting to click a little bit. 4 wide set. Still, it's intercepted by Harris. Richie Wiley will try and get him, but Harris is inside of the 10, 5, pick 6 all the way. Our 3rd turnover on the day, as that is Curtis Broussard's first career pass, I do believe, and it's a pick 6. Marcus Stanford is back to return, now down 3 scores. Stanford will try and get something going. He bounces it to the outside. He makes one man miss, still going. Nice spin move inside of Wildcat territory. You can see 91 total yards in this entire game and only 7 first downs. Junior Johnson gets it. He's from the Wildcat. Passing hasn't worked, but here's a run. Nice speed from the freshman, and Junior Johnson takes it all the way. The 6'1" running back with 4.3 speed takes it all the way from the Wildcat to the end zone. It's now a 2-score game. As you can see down on the ticker down below, USC has now moved to #1 in the country after the win against us. First down and 10 though for the Arizona Wildcats, and another negative play. Our defense may be starting to step up a little bit in the second half. Third down and 11. Wilcox will go to the air. He has all day to throw, moving to his left in the pocket, and he'll go down. He's sacked by Mo Tapa. A huge play by the senior defensive tackle. Burgess now, he bounces it to the outside. He'll spin forward for a few extra yards to the 33-yard line. Avery Burgess gets it once again. He cuts it back towards the middle of the field, and he's got 7 yards this time, as he has been one of the few bright spots in this game. Now the give will go to Washington as he's subbed into the game. He's inside of the red zone, so our offense is definitely starting to get something going, especially on the ground game, really sticking with it. Now Washington stiff arms the defender. He'll try and fight for it, and he gets to the 12-yard line. Second down upcoming. We'll stick with a split back set. Marcus Stanford has it. He breaks a few tackles and gets 6 yards. It's now a goal-to-go situation. Now we move to the empty set. A quick throw to Stanford. He's got his first career receiving touchdown, and it's a big one. And that is Curtis Broussard's first completion and first touchdown of his career. However, it stays a 2-score game as we do not attempt the 2-point conversion, as Kurt Gray gets it for a first down. We bring the blitz. Wilcox on the read option, and a big hit by Suleiman Hamid for a loss of 3. Great open field tackle. Third down and 10, looking for a screen pass. And Jimmy Benson, the junior defensive tackle, with a huge play. Arizona's forced to punt. A quick throw to the outside, intended for Keith Harrington, but nowhere close. Now second down and 10, as Burgess will get it. He runs over defender. He's got the first down on the 11-yard reception. A 4-wide set as Steve Stewart is split out wide. A quick throw, and Wiley has it. He's got 5 yards. Third down and 5. This would be a big conversion. A dump down to Burgess. He runs through 2 defenders, and he's got it. He needed 5, and that's exactly what he got. Nearing the end of the third quarter, under 10 seconds to go, Burgess is stepping it up. He is going all out today as he runs over a few more defenders. Now Washington will give Burgess a breather, and he's got 7 yards. Our running backs are really playing well today. Second down and 3. The pitch outside, and that's a loss of 5. So third down and 9 upcoming. Split back set for Broussard. He lobs it to the outside, and Washington almost comes away with a great catch. Instead, Victor McGill will come on for the field goal, and it is away and good. So now a 6-point game with 6.5 to go. Third down for Arizona. Wilcox will try and take off, and he's brought down by Jimmy Benson. A huge sack, and we are now in great position to score a touchdown or put some more points on the board. Avery Burgess, look at him. He's trying to break out today. He's had a bunch of amazing runs and has now broken 1,000 career rushing yards. Richie Wiley down the sideline for 26 yards, and we're now inside of the red zone. Curtis Broussard to the outside for Zaire Andre. He bounces off a would-be tackler and picks up 6 yards, so third down and 11. And we have a flag. We'll see what it is. It's false start, so back us up 5 yards. A 4-wide set on third down and 9. Dump down to Washington, and they miss a blatant face mask, so we'll be forced to settle for another field goal. We'll take the points. Now a 3-point game with just under 5 minutes to go. Wilcox will drop back from an empty set. He finds Miles along the sideline for a short 4-yard gain. A 4-man front for Washington State. The give to Roberson to the outside, and he is to the 39-yard line. Lucky we weren't called for a face mask there, but nonetheless, it's now second down and 10. Robertson gets it. He goes to the outside, nowhere to go. A big play by Greg Hoyt, his 6th tackle for loss in today's game. Third down and 10, and that's a huge drop. Arizona will be forced to punt. We have a chance for some more points. Curtis Broussard gets a great block from Calvin Green. He's inside of Wildcat territory. He breaks another. He broke 2 tackles on that play and is brought down to the 25-yard line. Now setting up a screen for Richie Wiley. He cuts upfield. He's at the 10-yard line. We are in great position to tie this game or even take the lead. Now a pitch to Johnson. He goes to the outside. He'll cut upfield. We've got the lead. Junior Johnson's 2nd touchdown on the day. I believe that may be his first 2 in his entire career. Arizona's trying to slow down our momentum. It's 2nd and 5. A lot of room up the middle for Jacobs. He's brought down 130 yards rushing for Arizona, not even close to their average on the year. Now Wilcox will pitch it outside to Williams. The slot receiver has it to the 30-yard line on a gain of 8. A 3-wide set as Wilcox will dump it down to Jacobs. He breaks one tackle and the swarm of Cougars gets there. He's stopped after 8 yards. 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. A dump down to Williams. He's got it. He's fighting for it inside of the 5-yard line. A goal-to-go situation. Man in motion. Give goes to Hines. And he's into the end zone. Maybe a late hit there. Wasn't called. A 2-yard touchdown for Hayden Hines. And now Arizona has the lead once again. Curtis Broussard on 1st down. He'll lose 8. A huge sack. We need a field goal to tie this game. Broussard will go to the air along the sideline, and what a catch by Melvin Hall. A huge play. Broussard on 3rd down. He tries to scramble, and he will go down. He's sacked. A loss of 12. 4th down and 15. Broussard takes a shot downfield. He's got a man. It's caught by Keith Harrington. He's into the end zone. A long touchdown for Curtis Broussard, and we're back on top. Under a minute to go. We're up by 4, so if Arizona wants to win, they'll need a touchdown. Robertson starts off the drive with a 14-yard gain, and the clock will stop, along with an Arizona timeout. They've got 1 left. Now a throw across the middle, and McCoy has it. He's to midfield. Arizona working very quickly. Now Wilcox throws it down the sideline. Williams has it. He's to the 24-yard line, brought down by Daryl King. 20 seconds to go. Arizona still has 1 timeout left. Robertson has it, and King tries to go for the strip, and now Robertson is down at the 5-yard line. 10 seconds to go. 1st and goal, and Gray in the back of the end zone, a 6-yard touchdown, and just like that, in under a minute, Arizona's taken the lead once again. There's 9 seconds to go. We'll see if we can get any sort of kick return here. Junior Johnson will take it. He's been explosive so far today. He breaks one, breaks another, and he's down to the 24-yard line, and we'll have one more shot with 4 seconds to go. A throw to Zaire Andre, and the clock hits 000. I was trying for a short throw to stop the clock immediately, but I couldn't call a timeout in time to just pick up some yards and get a better shot at the end zone. Nonetheless, we will go on to lose this game, our 2nd loss of the year, and 2nd straight. A big part of this loss, of course, was Tony Gaines getting injured. That really halted our offense for a little bit before we got it going on the ground and a few nice throwing plays. We'll see what his status is moving forward in the season. Avery Burgess, of course, had an amazing day. A lot of very good runs, a few touchdown receptions, one by Marcus Stanford. We had a few standouts on defense. I thought Greg Hoyt, of course, played very well. 2 sacks, 6 tackles for losses. I also thought Daryl King played well. He was beaten in coverage a few times. But we now have another top 25 matchup at home. So that's good to see. We're back in the friendly confines of Martin Stadium. But we're taking on number 11 Stanford, who is undefeated on the season. They're one of the top teams in the entire country. They might actually be the most talented team that we've faced so far this season. And this will be a big game for us moving forward in the Pac-12, trying to contend for the Pac-12 championship. Tony Gaines drops 1 spot in the Heisman poll as Brandon Powell now is number 1. But the good news, he dropped a spot, but he's going to be able to play moving forward. He's not hurt or no lasting injury, so just out for that game. And Stanford has a few key injuries. Their right and left tackle, both very talented players, will both be out for our game. Now, I believe this is our first look at our recruiting board. A ton of crazy talented players. At this point, we're finally starting to get these top tier talents to want to come to play for Washington State. You can see a lot of 4 and 5 stars. We have a lot of players graduating this year, so we have to target a bunch of players. And you see, like, a lot of those players, a lot of them were receivers and skill position players. But this should be a very good game next week. Back at home, like I said, we're very good at home, and hopefully we can bounce back over our 2-game losing streak and get back to 4-2. But I hope you enjoy. If you did, please leave a like down below. Leave your comments on our game down below and what you think we need to focus on to really slow down Stanford. I will see you for that game, because I'm out.